زي الاسبirulina بالزيت، الاسبirulina والفطر الريشي وبكل منتجاتهم، يعني الاسبirulina بالزيوت وفي منتجاتها نفسها، والفطر الريشي في وجوده في كل المنتجات زي الكوكوزي والقهوة وهكذا.
Thank you, Mr. Jajit. You can go on to your next question if you have.
Okay. Another question is one of the common problem that most of the people face today, or want a solution, is obesity. It's one of the biggest problem that most of the people face, and they do not know what to do. Many follow different diet plans and different medicines, and is there any proper suggestion that you have with the DXN products, what they can follow and get into shape?
Thank you very much.
فسؤالي هو ان احنا دلوقتي بقى في مشكلة بقت مشهورة قوي او موجودة بكثرة بين الناس، وهي المشكلة في الوضوح في المنتجات عامة. فممكن حضرتك توضح لنا اكتر عن المنتجات وازاي الناس فعلا بتاخدها او تقدر تستفاد منها؟
Thank you very much. Obesity is actually malnutrition. By malnutrition, what I say is it is from junk food that you get malnutrition. Junk food is, again, sugar is the main culprit. Overindulgence in sugar, in vegetable oils, overindulgence in calories. You just eat more because you have lost your body's rhythm. Okay. Now, the main answer to obesity is to start taking spirulina. Okay, spirulina gives cellular strength. As the cellular strength with spirulina keeps going in, the malnutrition starts reversing and the obesity starts reversing. Okay, now once you take spirulina, there are so many other side enjoyable effects that one gets, immediately. The body's appetite rhythm gets restored. Our body's circadian rhythm, that is sleeping early, waking up early, gets restored, and the junk food craving starts going down. All right. Spirulina, when combined with Ganoderma, okay, and with vitamin C products, which is in the form of Rosale, which is a fantastic vitamin C product. Okay, you take the vitamin C product and you take Ganoderma in the form of coffee or tea or as capsule. You will find yourself having a lot of energy to start exercising. And as one includes exercise in your life, in your lifestyle, obesity just starts reversing.
طيب، فهو السؤال كان موجه اكتر السمنة كمرض خصوصا. فايه هي مشكلة السمنة عامة؟ زي ما ذكرنا انه السمنة بتيجي خصوصا في مجتمعنا الحالي، بقت منتشرة بسبب الحاجات اللي مش صحية اللي بنعملها كتير في حياتنا، زي الاكل اللي مش صحي وزي عاداتنا الخاطئة، اللايف ستايل عامة، اللي هو النوم والاكل اللي فيه سكر زيادة. فهو برضو العلاج او الطريقة الصحية اكتر ان احنا نستفيد منها بخصوص السمنة الاسبirulina والقهوة. الاسبirulina اكتر نقدر ناخدها كتابلتس، يعني كحبوب او في طريقة كبسولات. هي بتعمل على تجديد الخلايا، بمعنى ان لو في خلايا اصلا ما مش صحية او خلايا هي باظت من السمنة او الامراض دي، بتشتغل على تجديدها وعلى احيائها مرة اخرى.
All right, that's great. Okay, my last question before you start communicating further. How did you really build the business? Being a doctor, a practicing doctor, how did you really build this business and reach this status?
طيب، سؤالي الأخير هو ازاي حضرتك فعلا بنيت البيزنس؟ يعني ازاي بقيت في DXN عندك بيزنس وبنيت استثمارك كطبيب أكتر وكعضو في شركة DXN؟
Yeah, this is a question, and I have not really gone in the DXN way, I will tell you, because I'm a practicing doctor, and for every patient that comes, I know how to reverse his diabetes. They come for a surgical problem, but they will also have diabetes or blood pressure or immunity problem or obesity. Okay. But I will reverse that. I'll make them a member. But I never went down the networking route, which is what you should go, really, to be a good, true DXN member. But I did not do that. I did all this on my patients, and then they said somebody else, and then I make them under them. But I never went down the networking route, which is the correct way of doing it. Okay, but mine was all from my patients. I give one, next day another patient comes, and then next day another patient comes, and I start, and once they start reversing, they keep on taking for a long time, and some of them start making members. But I never went down the networking route, which is the correct way of doing DXN. So I reached this with just my patient load alone, by reversing every person, and they keep on continuing taking. Yeah. Thank you, Judith. Yes.
طيب هو بيشرح طريقة البيزنس بتاعه ان هو طريقة البيزنس عامة في دي اكس ان ما كانتش طريقة تقليدية اكتر، ان هو عن طريق النتورك والشبكات الخاصة بعلاقات مرضاه وهكذا. هي كانت اكتر بمتابعة حالة المريض واستهلاكه واستخدامه للمنتجات نفسها. فهي ما كانتش بالطريقة التقليدية انه يعمل شبكة علاقات بين المرضى، ولكن بمراجعة كل حالة مريض، وانه ازاي يقدر يستمر مع المريض نفسه بالمنتجات نفسها.
All right. Okay, doctor. So I let you speak. What do you wish to communicate to the people?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
طيب
you very
فحضرتك تقدر دلوقتي تتكلم اكتر ايه بقى الاسباب اللي اصلا احنا عاملين عندها المجتمع ده، عشان ما نبدأش انه خلاص كفاية اسئلة يعني.
Thank you very much, and welcome everyone. Okay, I will just very simply come to the points I want to come across. Okay, we are living in very difficult times right now, toxic times. Okay, when a baby is born, straight away we start vaccinating, telling the mother that everything is bad here, there are so many bad things going around, let us do the vaccination against that. There are about 20 vaccines you give in the first 3 to 6 months. Okay, it is all money driven. It is all money driven. I'm very sorry to say. This is a very fine place. Everything on earth is for us to thrive and do well. Once you look around, okay. And so we have to look around, be our own doctor, because these are very difficult times. These are times where unless you take care of your own health, nobody can take care of you. I will give you a small example. The US government has shut down now. One of the main reasons is there is no subsidies given for healthcare facilities. So the most number one country in the world is so reliant on drugs and healthcare facilities. Something has gone wrong. Why are people relying on drugs? Live a drug-free life. All you need is good nutrition.
طيب احنا دلوقتي عايشين في بيئة سامة جدا، البيئة حوالين مننا بقت صعبة جدا وبقت بتسبب لنا أذى فوق ما نتخيل. على سبيل المثال لما البيبي بيتولد، من أول 3 أو 6 شهور بنبدأ إن احنا نهتم بيه جدا ونرعاه، ونبدأ إن احنا نديله حاجات كمان تساعده في حياته. ولكن للأسف من وجهة نظري إن كل دي مضيعة خصوصا للفلوس، لأن هو بالتالي بشكل أو بآخر بيتعرض للسموم من حوالين منه، في التنفس وفي بيئته، في البيئة اللي حوالين منه كحاجات يعني ملموسة وهكذا.
Thank you. I will go on to say anybody who takes spirulina and Ganoderma daily and other products too, which I can come to if you ask me, will live up to 120 years. Okay, I'm not joking, without any disease. Okay, and you will live a life full of energy. Every day you have to perform of yourself. Okay, the day is yours. Okay, the day is yours, and live it to the maximum. That is what happens when you take these super micronutrients, which are the DXN products. Yes, sir.
Yeah. طيب فهو بيقول ان احنا دلوقتي بما اننا بقينا في وقت صعب جدا وهكذا، فاحنا لو ما اخدناش بالنا من صحتنا محدش هياخد باله مننا. فاحنا لازم نهتم بصحتنا جدا في الفترة دي، وخصوصا باستخدام الأغذية اللي فعلا بتكون صحية. ولو اتكلمنا عن الغذاء السوبر فما فيش احسن من الاسبirulina اللي فعلا بتدينا جودة حياة. فعلى سبيل المثال ان اخدنا بس للاسبirulina على مدار وقت طويل بيدينا جودة حياة تقدر تعيشنا 20 سنة كمان بجودة أفضل.
Yes, I do not know whether every country has all the DXN products that we have in India. We have almost 100 DXN products now, and they are all manufactured and procured in India itself. But however, I will stress a few other cousins of the Reishi mushroom. Okay, the cordyceps mushroom, the lion's mane mushroom. Okay, they are all also equally as good as the reishi mushroom. The cordyceps mushroom especially gives you lung power and kidney power. Anybody who is on mild renal failure, or on people who are on dialysis, you take cordyceps mushroom along with the RG and GL, you will start reversing. The kidneys will start functioning back with time, okay. And the other DXN product which I really like, they are all superb, is Rosale, which is a super vitamin C product. Vitamin C deficiency in the body is the reason for most heart blocks, the underlying cause of cancer, of autoimmune disease. It's all a lack of vitamin C. I will tell you something, okay. Vitamin C deficiency is also called scurvy. Okay, scurvy was when people traveling in ships were not eating fruits for 6 months to a year, and they get this condition called scurvy, and they get the scurvy, and they start bleeding from all over, and they started dying. Okay, um, today we don't have scurvy, but we have different manifestations of scurvy. Okay, and they're all vitamin C deficiency. That is why, along with spirulina and Ganoderma, take Rosale. Take Rosale, which is available as tablets in DXN, and as the Rosale premix juice is there now in India. Take it alongside, and you will just stay clear of heart blocks, of having cancer, of having autoimmune diseases, and they will all just will not come to you.
طيب في البداية أنا معرفش أنتم في باقي البلاد حوالين العالم في كام منتج في مصر وصل لنا، ولكن في الهند إحنا دلوقتي وصلنا لأكتر من 100 منتج. منتجات كتيرة جدا، وفي مصانع كمان في الهند خصوصا. فبالنسبة للمنتجات اللي عندنا وهي فعلا كلها ممتازة، ولكن أنا حابب أكتر عن المنتجات زي المشروم، الريشي والكوردي سيبس وعرف الأسد، كلها ممتازة جدا للرئة والكبد والكلية. وخصوصا ان فكرة ان الكوردي سيبس وعرف الاسد والمشرومز دي ممتازة جدا زيها زي الريشي بالظبط، يعني بتعمل على نفس الحاجات، وبالعكس احيانا في منها بيكون اقوى في مجالات معينة. ازاي بتنظف الرئة، وازاي بتساعد على تجديد الخلايا في الكبد، وازاي لو في مشكلة في الكلى بترجع انها تعيد تنظيفها من جديد. وفي منتج هو بيرشح بيه جدا لفيتامين سي، اللي هو فيتامين سي يعني. هو منتج اسمه الروسيل، وهو المنتج ده بيعالج زي مرض معين اسمه الاسكارفي، او معناها بالعربي بالظبط اللي اسمه الاسكربوت. المرض ده بينتج نتيجة لحاجات مشاكل كتيرة جدا، نقص في فيتامين سي. فكان في مرضى بيروحوا له عندهم فعلا مشاكل كبيرة جدا بسبب المرض ده، وهو نقص الفيتامين سي. ورشح لهم منتج الروسيل ده. هو منتج ممتاز جدا من دي اكس ان، وفعلا ليه قوة جبارة بالذات في فيتامين سي، وانه بيساعد جدا في ان الفيتامين ده يبقى كويس في الجسم.
Yes, thank you. I will just go on to one more point. Okay, am I audible? Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, you are audible, but
Yeah. Thanks. I said first that when you start taking the DXN products, the circadian rhythm of the body is restored. That is, you have good deep sleep, and your appetite, everything gets regulated. Okay. Now, when we sleep, we are also fasting. Okay. You don't drink or eat when you sleep. Okay. So that is why we can include fasting in our daily lives at least once in 2 weeks. And when you fast, take RG and GL and spirulina alone. Okay, that, for example, you're fasting for a whole day or maybe even 2 days, but take spirulina and RGGL alone. You will see your body absolutely fast forwarding and reversing all your diseases. This is something I urge every DXN member to do. Fast once in a while, but take spirulina and RGGL on those fasting days. It'll be just amazing. And now I think we can go on to questions after you translate this. Yeah.
طيب احنا عايزين نتكلم اكتر عن اهمية فعلا منتجات دي اكس ان. واحنا بنقول كمثال ان احنا لما مثلا بننام احنا بنصوم، يعني احنا واحنا نايمين مش بناكل او بنشرب. فاحنا عايزين ندي تجربة اكتر لفكرة ان ازاي احنا حتى واحنا صايمين او مش بناكل حاجة، فكرة الاسبرولينا والفطر الريشي بس الار جي والجي ال هما كفاية ان هما يخلونا نقعد يوم او يومين حتى لو صايمين وما بناخدش اي حاجة وبس بناخد الاسبرولينا والفطر الريشي والار جي والجي ال. جسمنا هيبدأ اصلا يعيد نفسه من جديد، يبدأ ان هو يجدد خلاياه اللي موجودة، ويبدأ انه صحته فعلا هتتحسن بشكل كبير جدا، حتى لو هو مش بيدخل اي اكل او صايم بال 24 ساعة دول ليوم او يومين حتى، وبس بياخد الاسبirulina والفطر الريشي.
Thank you. Mr. Jill, shall we take questions?
Yes. Okay. So if anybody have questions, you can post here in the chat. You can post in the chat or raise your hands. Now I will let.
لو عندنا اي سؤال حد بس يكتب سؤاله في الشات بوكس اللي تحت، يعني يكتب سؤاله في الرسائل واحنا ان شاء الله نحاول نرد عليه، او يرفع ايده ونحاول ان احنا ناخد الاسئلة منكم.
Okay, so I let Mr. Gani to ask question. He's here all the way from Canada. Appreciate Mr. Gani for being here. So this is something that we have to learn from Mr. Gani, being a Crown Ambassador, still learning.
Thank you, Mr. Gani.
Thank you so much, Jujit, to host this wonderful, informative webinar. It was much needed. Are you going to do the translation, Bismillah?
Yeah, of course. شكرا مستر جيجيت على استضافتي. ومستر جيجيت كان بيقول في البداية ان مستر جاني هو من كندا، ومستر جاني بيشكره على اللقاء ده، وان قد ايه هو مفيد، وان احنا فعلا كنا محتاجينه. وبالمناسبة مستر جاني هو كراون امباسادور، فاحنا بس حابين نسمع منه سؤاله.
So, Dr. Koshy,
Yes.
great to see you after such a long time. My question to you is that with your rich experience as a medical doctor and associated with DXN, and the way you spoke with proof, I've got a humble request. It's not a question, it's a humble request that people like you should be doing some sort of a research. Because if you go to PubMed.gov or any place, there are no research paper. You know, people like to see that. So that is my humble request to you, and that will really make the world come to know what are these DXN products.
طيب سؤال مستر جاني هو انه الناس دايما بتسأل.
So there are some questions in Arabic also. Could you check Basmala, the questions?
Yeah, of course.
Shall I answer one question I saw?
Yes, okay, please.
I saw a question saying, can spirulina be given during pregnancy? Yeah,
yes.
The answer is a resounding yes. A resounding yes. Spirulina must be taken by all pregnant women, including the Reishi, the RG and GL. The RG and GL, with its adaptogen capacity, will even prevent congenital deformities if there is any chance in the baby. And the mother will have no hemoglobin problems. There'll be no vitamin B problems, and spirulina and RTGL taken by everybody who's pregnant. The answer is a resounding yes.
طيب فالسؤال هو انه كان في سؤال مكتوب ايه بالنسبه للمنتجات دي اكس ان بالذات الاسبرولينا تنفع مع الاشخاص الحوامل. فالاجابه هي قطعا اكيد طبعا ينفع جدا الاسبرولينا تستخدم للاشخاص الحوامل، للسيده الحامل يعني، لان دي كمان هتعزز من مناعتها ومن صحتها وخصوصا صحه الدم. ولما الحاجات دي تبقى صحتها كويسه، البيبي كمان اللي في بطنها هيتولد بصحه كويسه جدا، وهيكون حياته يعني ان شاء الله تكون كويسه، لانه بياخد دم نظيف وجودة فيتامينات كويسة جدا. فالإجابة هي أكيد طبعا ينفع ويا ريت كمان.
Okay. All right. So, okay. Anybody raise hands?
I think another question saying, what is the dose I should take? Okay. Can I answer that? Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
السؤال هو ايه الكمية اللي المفروض اخدها؟ الدوز يعني كمية ايه هو المفروض الكميات اللي اخدها من الحاجات دي؟
Actually, if I tell you apple is good for you, nobody's going to ask me when should I take the apple, how many apples should I take. If you have money, you take more. Yeah, buy more and take more. Yeah. So the same answer goes with spirulina and RGGL, because it depends on how much money you have, how much products you have. However, I'll give you a guideline for somebody who is starting spirulina and Ganoderma. Start with two spirulina, two every day. Okay. After 2 weeks, once that scanning and everything is taking place, you can increase it to morning and evening. Morning and evening. This is for a normal person. Okay. Increase it to morning and evening and continue for morning and evening for a further 6 weeks. 6 weeks. And then you can come back to 2 every day in the morning. This is just a guideline. You can take any amount. If you don't take, there is no problem. Nothing happens. But however, for somebody who is sick, once you have built up, you can go to higher doses. Okay. In fact, for renal kidney failure, for cancer, you can go up to 30, 60, 90 pairs a day for each individual condition. For somebody who is very toxic and acidic with acidic overload, you can go on higher doses and you just start reversing. But you must remember, there will be an ailment reflection. That is, sometimes you feel that your ailment increases. That's just for a short while. It's got nothing to do with Ganoderma. That is the body's reaction to the goodness that is coming in. Okay.
طيب بالنسبة للكميات وإيه الكميات اللي المفروض ناخدها، فهو في مثال في البداية الدكتور يعني شرحه، وهو إنه مثلا لو أنا قلت لك خد تفاحة واحدة بس، فقلت لك خد تفاحة في العموم، فأنت هتاخد تفاحة مرة الصبح، هتاخدها مرة بالليل، هتاخدها كتير جدا، هتاخدها قليل جدا، ده على حسب أنت بتحب تاخد التفاحة قد إيه، وهتاخده معاك فلوس تشتريه قد إيه. فالإجابة هي إنه مفيش أصلا كميات محددة، خصوصا في المنتجات الصحية 100% دي زي الاسبرولينا والحاجات دي. انت تقدر تاخد اي كمية انت تاخدها، ولكن بس كجايد لاين او اوت لاين نقدر ان احنا نمشي عليه، هو ان احنا ممكن ناخد واحدة الصبح وواحدة بالليل، ونستمر عليها 3 شهور او 6 شهور لو في مثلا حاجة معينة. ولو احنا عندنا مثلا مشاكل معينة بالذات في الكلية والكبد والحاجات دي، ممكن نوصل كمان ان احنا ناخد ل 30 و60 واحدة في اليوم. دي ما فيهاش اي مشاكل خالص، بالعكس دي هتعيد يعني تجديد الخلايا. واحنا احيانا بنلاقي ان مثلا في زي اعراض مضادة، يعني احنا مثلا اللي هي جسمنا فجأة بيحصل ان المشكلة بتزيد، او انه بيحصل حاجة غلط، بنحس ان ده ممكن تكون زيادة في المرض. الدكتور بيقول انه ما نخافش، بالعكس دي حاجة كويسة جدا، ده معناه ان الجسم بدأ يستجيب وبدأ يطرد السموم اللي جوه عشان يبدأ يتحسن.
Okay. Dr. Asma Munir is here. Dr. Asma, you can ask the question.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And thanks a lot. Thanks a million, Doctor, for being there and sharing such beautiful facts and figures. I just wanted to add a few things, and I would share, wanted to know more from you regarding the combination of Rishi Spirulina cordyceps. This is one of the best combination I found for subfertility and even for recurrent miscarriages. Because somewhere down the line, this is a microcirculation deficit, which makes anybody infertile or subfertile or recurrent miscarriage holders. So all these things, one should understand the basic cell content needs, the internal environmental health, which is micronutrients, as you very well explained. But for me, I think we should make it a practice to add spirulina as not only micronutrient as a savior, because anemia is one of the biggest killers of the world. Every 8 minutes, one woman die of anemic failures, and we don't have blood banks. So once we realize that, we know that spirulina is the second green blood for us, and all the mothers to be. What to say of in pregnancy? The question was of pregnancy, spread use of spirulina in pregnancy. It is to get the pregnancy, to have a healthy pregnancy, and plus to have a very good normal labor, natural tendency, plus to have a good postpartum, lack of complications. Whatever we have now is the lack of resources in postpartum period also. Home deliveries, people dying. And if all these dyes and the midwives, they are taking as a food supplement, make sure that all the rural areas, this Ganoderma spirulina and cordyceps goes there. You will not have too much of PPH, or you will not have anybody dying of complications of labor, because the softness and all those things. I don't want to go into the details, but this thing we should, me and you and a lot of doctors of DXN, they have a great responsibility towards 20 million consumers of our company, to let them be very confident that we should, even now, people say the Dr. Asma business is not going on, that's why she's selling toothpaste. So we don't want to hear that as doctors. We want to have our head high with the knowledge of DXN, and give a slap of these facts and figures to the medical community to which we belong. They don't let us speak on their stage. I go for immunotherapies, I go for autoimmune disorders in pregnancy for Ganoderma resolution. Japan admitted my article. Japan permitted to speak on that, but Pakistan didn't. So that's why we need an R&D group. And I thank Mr. Fatimi Ghani for giving this question to me, and I get opportunity to share with you. Please, please, please join all the doctors together in this forum, and let's join hands to do R&D, so that
All right.
nobody should have a low face to say that we don't know. It's not on the net. Why should we do it? We're scared of telling people. We will eat it, but we will not tell it. We won't share. This is what
Yep.
my concern is.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Asma. Thank you so much. Next, we will organize your webinar also, so you can speak a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. That's not my need was a combination with doctor. I wanted an R&D section. Yeah.
Yeah. We are so glad. We are so blessed to have people like you with the DXN, so devoted and helping so many people all over the world.
I'm honored to be a part of DXN. I'm more honored to be a DXNer than a doctor. I tell you, lots of reasons.
Thank you, Dr. Asma. Thank you so much. All right, okay. So, Basmala, I think it will be so difficult for you to translate everything. If you can, give a gist.
I think no, I can't think so.
It's okay, leave it. No problem.
I can't remember the alphabet words.
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry, I forgot that it was being translated.
No problem.
I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, so Basmala is our very good leader in Alexandria, Miss Nagla, her daughter. She's a brilliant girl coming up, and she's present in all our programs. Future Crown Ambassador.
Thank you, Mr. Gigi Talo. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, she's a very professional. You see her translation. Thank you so much. So we go. Okay, we go on to the next question. Dr. Koshy, you can see some of the questions very interesting and very necessary for them to be answered. So,
Hello.
Yeah. Okay. And no, Dr. Koshy will answer the question.
Yeah. Can you give me the question? Something is on my screen now.
Yeah. Some are asking about the organ transplant situation. Many people have done organ transplantation. Then, which are the products they should take, or can they take the products?
Yeah. Thank you very much. This is a very interesting question. See, once organ transplantation means the modern medicine has failed to revive or maintain your kidney or your liver, and you finally had to resort to an organ transplantation. It's a failure of medicine. They have failed to prevent your disease or reverse your disease. Okay, so the first answer I say is, don't go into that stage. Get your organs reversed with high dose Ganoderma, take spirulina, and live a healthy life. Anyway, if you have had an organ transplantation, then we are in a situation where you don't want your immunity to be very high, because you don't want the organ to be rejected. So that is why I always give spirulina. No problem. Give you energy, gives the new organ also energy. but not Ganoderma. Ganoderma, I give, if at all, at one capsule each, 1 RG, 1 GL a day. That's all, just for maintaining their rest of their body. You do not want the body to be so immunely competent that it will immediately reject the organ. Okay, they will always be on immunosuppression, but one has to be very careful in taking high doses of Ganoderma. Here, the immune health works against you in rejecting the organ. It's a very unnatural situation. All transplantation surgery is a failure of medicine. The medicine has failed to maintain your organ, and that is why all very often the medicine has caused the organ to fail. Okay, most of our antihypertensive medicines, diabetic medicines, they are all working on our kidney health and finally goes into kidney failure. So it's a failure of medicine, and one has to be careful after organ transplantation to take RGGL in a even a moderate dose. One should not take a mild dose, but take spirulina and take all the other products that we have. No problem. Yeah.
اوكي اوكي طيب السؤال كان بيتكلم عن حاجة ليها علاقة، يعني ايه organ transplantation؟ يعني زراعة الأعضاء أو فكرة نقل الأعضاء والحاجات دي. فهو السؤال الدكتور نفسه قال إنه الموضوع ده كبير جدا، وإنه في موضوع الطب بالذات فهو عميق للغاية. فالفكرة نفسها إنه إحنا ليه ممكن نروح لجزء زراعة الأعضاء والحاجات دي طالما نقدر إن إحنا نجدد خلايانا، ونجدد مثلا جزء الرئة أو الكلية أو الكبد أو الحاجات دي، نقدر إن إحنا نجدد خلاياها باستخدام منتجات زي منتجات شركتنا اللي هي DXN السبirulina. احنا نقدر نستخدم السبirulina كويس جدا في الجزء ده بكمية. فكرة نقل الأعضاء عامة أو زراعة الأعضاء في العموم هي بيكون مجال واسع، والأدوية نفسها فشلت فشل ذريع في فكرة ان هي ازاي تعمل حاجة تساعد الجزء ده. فاحنا ممكن نستمر على الاسبirulina بس بكميات منسقة، وبرضو مع الجانوديرما بس بكميات صغيرة جدا ومحددة.
All right. Okay, next question. Can we give Ganoderma and spirulina to the cancer patients or those who have undergone chemotherapy? And what are the products good for women during menstrual period and menstrual related problems?
السؤال التاني هو ايه هي الاسبirulina والجانوديرما يقدروا يعملوا ايه بالذات في الكانسر السرطان يعني، وبرضو للبيريود للنساء او في حالة الدورة الشهرية ليهم، فايه ممكن يساعدهم؟
Thank you. I will answer the first question first. For all cancer patients, you must give spirulina and Ganoderma. And if they're undergoing chemotherapy, if you give spirulina and Ganoderma alongside, the side effects of chemotherapy will be very minimal. Okay. Now, cancer can be cured with spirulina and Ganoderma alone. To understand this, one should first take away what is going on in the world right now. Yeah, cancer cannot occur in an alkaline body. Cancer cannot occur in a well oxygenated body. Okay, now spirulina and RG and GL are the world's top alkaline superfoods. Okay, they slowly start alkalizing the body, and the cancer cells start regressing. Now, when you take RG and GL, I will just go into a bit scientific detail. There is organic germanium, okay, one of the contents of Ganoderma, which is there in RG, but more in GL, 3 times more in GL in the mycelium than in the RG. In cancer cells, the bioelectrics and biomechanics from the electrical point of view of each cell gets deranged. The organic germanium goes and corrects it. That is one way of how RG and GL reverses cancer. And the adenosine and the polysaccharides, all contained in the Ganoderma, they start giving oxygen to every cell. There is heavy oxygenation going on. As oxygen goes into every cell, cancer just goes away. Cancer cannot occur in an oxygen-filled environment. So they by themselves start reversing cancer. All cancer patients, whatever stage they are in, take spirulina and RGGL. Take in all the forms of Ganoderma, in coffee, in tea, in kokosi, apply Gano massage oil. They are all just so good for cancer patients, and they live long. They do not die from the side effects of chemotherapy. Yeah, so the answer is yes. And take high amounts. Whatever your pocket allows you, buy and take. And your life will be more elongated, you have more years into your life, and cancer will not overtake you.
اوكي.
طيب السؤال كان موجه اكتر لمرضى الكانسر او السرطان، يعني لو هم ازاي يقدروا ياخدوا ايه المنتجات يعني. فكانت الاجابه هي اكيد طبعا يقدروا ياخدوا الاسبirulina والجانوديرما بشكل مهم جدا جدا. والدكتور شرح يعني تفصيليا في المجال الطبي ازاي هم بيقدروا يساعدوا الاسبirulina والجانوديرما، ولكن بس تغذيه في العموم اهم الحاجات. هو الجانوديرما الGL بيكون اكتر، بيساعد اكتر بالذات في الخصوص المرضى الخلايا السرطانيه نفسها، بيكون اللي بيساعد فيها اكتر الGL. وده ليه بشكل عام؟ لان الGL هو بيساعد انه بيخلي الاكسجين يوصل للخلية السرطانية نفسها فتبدأ ان هي تتعالج. وده الRG والGL الاتنين بيكونوا كويسين، ولكن نركز اكتر على الGL وناخد بكميات كويسة جدا. هو ذكر انه احنا نقدر ناخد بالكميات دي كبيرة كمان مش هتفرق، على قد ما فلوسك تقدر تجيب السبirulina والجانوديرما وبكل اشكالها، ان كان في القهوة، ان كان في الكوكوزي، ان كان في كل المنتجات نفسها تقدر تاخدها. مفيش اي مشكلة، هي مفيدة جدا للمرضى الكانسر والناس اللي بتتعالج بالكيماوي.
To answer the second part of your question regarding menstrual problems, okay, menstrual cramps occurs only in an acidic body. Okay, once you start taking spirulina and RGGL, and for 3 months into taking it, the menstrual cramps start fading away and disappearing. If they are not disappearing, then your intake of spirulina and RGGL is not overtaking your acidic intake. So you must completely stop sugar intake, stop milk and milk products also, and then you take spirulina, RGGL, menstrual cramps disappear. Fibroids occur in the uterus when you have acidic toxins in the body. Okay, taking the fibroids away and not addressing the acidic toxins in the body will bring more fibroids in the future. There's no answer. Okay, what is happening everywhere is there's a fibroid, you go in laparoscopically or surgically, you remove the fibroid. After 2 years, again more fibroids come because nobody addressed why it was caused in the first place. It is always acidic toxins in the body. Okay, get rid of the acidic toxins, take spirulina RGGL. If the fibroids are small, don't go in for surgery. Take spirulina RGGL for 6 months to 1 year. Take a repeat scan. That fibroid would either have regressed, but definitely will not grow bigger. If it is very big, then it's a point of no return. You have to take it out surgically. It's too late. You've ignored it for very long. Otherwise, you take DXN products, fibroids will start regressing.
طيب تمام. بالنسبة للجزء التاني من السؤال اللي بيتعلق أكتر بالأمراض النسائية وهكذا، فهو شرح عامة الجزء كطبي بيتعمل ازاي، وهو إن الجسم في الأغلب بيكون حامضي وفيه مشاكل كتيرة بسبب الملوثات وهكذا. ففي ناس كتير بتتجه لجزء الجراحة، وإن هما يتجهوا إن هما عشان ينهوا الآلام أو الكرامس اللي بتحصل في المعدة أو في البطن، إن هما بيروحوا لدكتور ويبدأوا يستعملوا الجزء الجراحي أكتر. وده مش بينصح بيه خالص. احنا لو استمرينا بس على الاسبirulina والجانوديرما بكميات كويسة ومنتظمة لمدة لا تقل عن 3 شهور على الأقل، بحيث ان الجسم يبدأ انه